Oh, hi there. I don't know why I decided to start the video that way. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today for another episode of Dwarf Fortress Nutsglaze. I am Nerdstalgic. So it's been a few days since I've recorded, and I spent a few moments, I guess you'd say, not really minutes, but moments, trying to catch up, figure out exactly what's going on here. I do see that it is at the beginning of the 6th month of the year 126. So we are eagerly anticipating our first Dwarven caravan. Now, in the few days where I did not record, had some interesting dialogue with some people, some subscribers, about what could have potentially happened, to that, our missing dwarf friend. And what was a possibility that was raised was that the engraver may have gotten spooked and climbed a tree and then just didn't climb down and ended up, dying in the trees. So we're going to check our trees because, why not? So let's go up. We're checking our trees. It's not really a place that I would have thought to have looked. But, we did have the Kia problem. So I'm not seeing anything in the trees on that level. Let's go up another level. I see a fish up in the tree. A lungfish. How did the lungfish get in the tree? I see some bolts in the tree. Okay, there are some things in the trees, so that's rather interesting. Is this fish like jumping in the air? Is that what's happening? It's a flying fish. I mean, we did already engrave a slab for Dodoc, but this is more to just sate my own curiosity, Like, I want to know what happened. What's that? What are these? Okay, quiver. Some Why are there quivers just laying on the ground? Yak blood. Okay, yeah, we've been hunting some yak. Yak. Up again. Up we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Could be a dead body in the trees. We briefly entertained the possibility that maybe a Kia had taken the body. Those damn Kias, they'll steal anything that's not nailed down. Still not seeing anything. I mean, maybe you guys are seeing something. And of course, if you are, then feel free to, leave a comment below. Be like, hey, look here. Don't just say, hey, I see it. Actually, tell me, where do you see it? I'm just kind of skimming through here. So far, I am impressed, though, with the fact that we are finding some bolts and fish. So that's something I wouldn't have thought that we would even find, but I guess it makes sense. And again. Okay, there's some bees just buzzing around. What do we got here? Anything? Still not. Oh! There it is. In the tree. So I suppose we could mark this tree to be chopped down, and then the body would fall down to the ground. Dodoc umbralas partial skeleton. Well, I'm just gonna give a little shout out here Very, 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 very good call to the person who suggested this. I am very impressed. I would have never thought about it being up in the tree. So let's try to... So it was right there. I wonder what happened. You know, guess it got spooked. Spooked by a Kia, you know? Because the person that said this to me was... the person that said this to me... You know, let me get a name. Give this person some recommendation. Some commendation, some recognition. Let's give this person some recognition because I think they deserve it. Let me pull this up. Plus, they wanted a dwarf in, and I didn't. For some reason, I didn't write it down. I'm getting so bad about that. Guys, if you ever tell me that you want a dwarf in and you just don't see me like adding your dwarf in. Like, be like, hey, what about my dwarf? Let me know, because, like, for some reason, I'm getting bad about, like, checking my comments and then just not writing things down. So this is Mariusz Klinikowski. Great work. Good sleuthing work. And Mariusz wants a character in with the name... Nikau, I believe is the name, but let me make sure. Yeah, Nikau. Very good. Nikau. Okay. So, we solved the mystery with the help of Mariusz. Let me know if I'm saying your name wrong. So let's, wait a second. Where the hell's the tree? Okay, yeah, we're going to chop that tree down. And then it's going to rain dead bodies partially. So basically, it's been sitting up there this whole time just decomposing, which is gruesome and awesome at the same time. I'm going to say it's actually more awesome than gruesome to me, but maybe to you, you're like, what? You're crazy. All right, so another suggestion that I received, you guys are so full of good suggestions, basically, you know, I think I had wondered what would happen with these cages, and I was reminded that what happens is when it fills up with an animal, it gets taken to an animal stockpile. So we need to set up an animal stockpile somewhere. So why don't we set up an animal stockpile? You know what? I think a good place to put it would be just like right in here, right inside. I don't think it needs to be that big, to be honest. I don't see us catching like a lot of things all at once. So we're gonna dig that out, and then we're gonna put an animal stockpile there. And yeah. So the mystery is solved. I'm like, you know, I gotta confess, when I was told check in the trees, I was kind of like, okay, you know, I mean, I'm always willing to listen to you guys, because you guys, like I said, have really good ideas a lot of times, but I was skeptical. I was really skeptical, but color me impressed. I am very impressed with the deductive properties. It just goes to show you, no matter how much you play Dwarf Fortress, there's always going to be people out there who either A, know more than you, or B, know things that you don't know. So you should always keep an open mind when you're, you know, when you're talking to other people about Dwarf Fortress. You might learn something, which is really cool. Really, really cool. So we've got our library kicking, but I think the problem that we're having at the moment with the library is we're having the problem of we don't have any books. Like, we don't have any book supplies. So anybody that goes in the library is, you know, they're not gonna be able to write anything. And I was reading about that, and what it was saying was basically what you want to do, because there is no stockpile for, if I'm remembering correctly when I read up on this, there is no stockpile for slurry. So what you want to do is you want to have your screw press linked to your you want to have your screw press linked to your quern. Like, so your screw press you want to have one that is only for this quern. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to set it up to, we're going to set up, you know, like to, I guess, take from there or give from there or something like that. So I have to remember how to do that actually. Oh wow, you can actually do that. That's neat. I'm trying to think here. I know you can set up stockpiles, you know, give here, take there, but I'm trying to remember exactly how to set up. All right, let me look at this. Let me look this up. It's been a few days since I read about this, but it made a lot of sense. They were just like, because there's no stockpile for slurry, you want to have it set up to where the product, the slurry, immediately goes over to the screw press. So, Dwarf Fortress book making. Here we go. Book. Looking it up in the wiki. Okay. So actually we don't need bookmaking, we need sheet making. Acquire, yeah, acquires. One sheet to acquire. I clicked on the wrong thing. I thought I clicked on the right thing. There we go, acquire, okay. One sheets need to acquire. Papers made of cloth plants mashed into a slurry, then pressed on a screw press. So we already knew that, right? Yep. Slurry. Slurry is created to create seeds. Slurry is considered to be a glob in the stocks menu. We knew about that. Go to link workshops. So what I'm trying to figure out here is how to link up the workshops without using a stockpile. I know how to do it with stockpile, you know. Now, I've read a lot of these pages on the wiki, and I don't actually think I've ever read the workshop page, which is interesting. You know, I just don't know. If you guys have any insight on that, let me know. But as far as I know, there's no stockpile for slurry, as far as I know. So, like we'll have to basically on the quern, we will mash plant into slurry, and then on the screw press, we will press plant slurry into sheet. Is what'll happen. Yeah. But right now we don't have anything that we can mash, you know. Because you need to mash I think you need to mash pigtails. We don't have any pigtail seeds yet. So have we chopped down that tree yet? We did. There's the body. Was it found? Did anybody find it? Interrupted by a honey badger. Because you know the honey badgers don't give a fuck. I don't know, I was just kind of looking to see if anybody was like horrified, you know. Who's fighting the honey badger? The dog? The chief medical dwarf? Huh. Honey Badger is putting up a good fight there, apparently. Wow. Honey Badgers are tough, man. They don't back down from anything. Nothing. So somebody's going to come up here and find this body, basically. Is what's going to happen. We chop down the tree. I'm surprised that the lumberjack didn't find it. Chop down the tree and bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, stray dog needs a diagnosis. Maybe the honey badger got into it. Guess it was just a flesh wound. Oh wait, there we go. The planter? What's wrong with Kummel? Oh, that was the carpenter, and now he's become a planter. Okay, let's go and set up our animal stockpile. Like so. Alright, how's the mining op going down here? Where are we at? Right here? Looks like we've got some gems. Precious, precious gems. Nice. Did we go down another layer yet? I don't think we did. Okay. So we'll set this to be mined out. Get some more tetrahedrite. Okay. There we go. And do we have any seeds? Like above ground seeds? We have some, not really enough to plant anything just yet. But we might try some above ground planting again. I know I had mentioned before that the last time that I tried above ground planting, it did not work out too well for me. You know, I thought I knew the prerequisites for above ground planting, but apparently I didn't, so yeah. What are you doing? Are you eating? No, please tell me you're not eating. You are. You're eating in the library. Who is this? Adult City Hold. Stop. Okay. Let's see. Let's look real quick over here. Let's read our dwarves. So who is our trying to see here. Alright, so Boggs. Boggs is the bookkeeper. Boggs the bookkeeper. Let's see. Who's the tavern keeper? Let's look at the tavern keeper real quick. Nikau would like to be, well, first Nikau said he wanted to be the manager / bookkeeper, but we kind of already have that occupied, and I don't want to kick somebody who is already named out of a job like that. So let's take a look at the library here. Okay, Mr. Cairn is the scholar. Yeah, he's the scholar. So let's see. We've got a scribe here, though. Cole Toblanir. So let's find this Cole person here. And let's see. Let's pull this back up. There we go. Cole. Where you at? Cole. There's Cole. Set nickname. Nikau. Let me just make sure that spelling's right. Looks to be. Okay, very good. Boom. Welcome to the jungle. So that means we're waiting on who? Who are we waiting on? We're waiting on one more person. The first female dwarf child shall be named Hope. Alright. Let's get this back going again. I feel like we haven't accomplished much this episode, and I think it's because, well, we really haven't. We spent some time looking for that corpse. We found the corpse, so that was successful. You know, we solved the mystery there. Other than that, we spent some time kind of BSing. we were working on some pieces to a musical instrument. I wonder how that turned out. We'll check here in a second. Okay. Lots of gems to cut. Very good. Where is that Crafts Dwarf's workshop where we were doing that at? Making shell crafts, making wooden bolts. Okay. So we were making musical instrument pieces. So now can we make... What pieces were we making? We were making all of these. We made like the neural body, E-tag, keyboard, all this stuff. So can we make some of these now? No. Why can't we make this? Why can't we assemble the neural keyboard, neural bellows? That's what we need. Was that something we can make? No. Is it made somewhere else? Do we not have the proper... We might not have the proper, you know, things to make it, but it still should show it in the menu, right? I mean, because we made all 4 of these, yeah, right? E-tag, chest, and pipes. Maybe they're not in the game yet, but that seems kind of weird that some parts of it would be and some parts of it wouldn't be, you know? Dustic strings, dustic plectrum. Yeah, we have like some of these pieces, toral sticks, but I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that we need another instrument made. So I want to make another instrument. So let's make... Oops. Let's make a Kimser. Sure. And that'll give us 5 total instruments, which is what we were wanting for in here. I'm not sure why. I was noticing this when I started the video. I was like, why did I put everything on the same layer? This isn't a 1-layer challenge, you know? But for some reason I did. I put it all in 1 layer again. I really don't... I can't fathom. So. Unowned bedrooms 2. Really? Oh my god. Really? I did that again? Man, I must be going crazy or something. Oh my god. Hotkey fails, guys. Hotkey fails. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments. Maybe the video that's the video that I do that in, it has not aired yet. I'm sure you guys have been pretty good about that, letting me know, you know, what, you know, the things that I've done that are kind of weird, which is good. It's good to keep me honest. I'm not really too sure what I was doing there. I've had a few hotkey fails this go round. So, but I'm not sure if we need to get any more bedrooms just yet. Maybe for the next set of bedrooms, we'll go downstairs. Okay, it looks like our smoothing job is done there, so let's go ahead and get some... You know what? Let's smooth out our tavern. It seems like a nice thing to do, right? If we're going to want people to come here and enjoy themselves, we want to have it looking nice, don't we? All right, we're gonna stop there, and in the next episode, what do we want to do in the next episode? Well, I think we should be able to get to the caravan, which is going to let us trade for some seeds. So I think the very first thing that we're going to really be wanting to go after here is pigtails. We want pigtails so that we can start trying to get our paper farm up and running. Yeah, pigtails are going to be very, very useful for us because we need them for sheets, we need them for thread. So, yeah, need to get all that situated. So we're we're going to do some trade, and we'll get some stuff planted. Maybe we might go ahead and get our barracks dug out, because if we're able to trade for an anvil, which we should be able to, we can start hammering out some weapons and armor. And I guess in the meantime, they could always just wrestle around and get some basic skills. So remember, if you are watching this series and you think it would be fun to get a dwarf into the action, feel free to leave a comment below the video with your name and any other requests that you might have. I can't guarantee that I will be able to put you in what you want, but I'll do my best to help you out with that. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Until then, game on.